You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize that I've never been a big fan of TV. Never have. Television series, episodes. When I think back, the only shows I've ever really gotten into were The Shield with Michael Chiklis, and I was very hesitant to start watching that show. You guys remember Dumars, 101 Dumars? He actually recommended The Shield to me, and, you know, I remember seeing the previews of this big, fat, bald dude. I'm like, get the hell out of here. You know what? Why would I want to watch this? But I actually sat down and watched it, and I was judging a book by its cover. He pulled off the character very well. I mean, you get attached, man. You get attached to them dudes. Excellent show, very well done. You know, and probably my favorite show ever made up to that point. South Park. But, you know, South Park is comedy. It's not like I was like, ooh, South Park's coming on, I got to watch it. You know what I mean? Never really got into, I was never a diehard fan of South Park, but I always enjoyed it, but only because of Cartman. If Cartman wasn't in the show, there'd be no South Park. Then one of my sisters recommended a television show to me by the name of Dexter. And I remember I started watching season 1. Dexter season 1, which is the best show. You know what? I'm going to have to take that back. I'll get to that in a minute. It's not the best show. Up to that point, I was hooked. I could not believe. This is one of the best seasons on a television series ever. Season 1 of Dexter was like crack, man. I could not stop. This was like, I was actually excited for the next show to come out. You know what I mean? And that doesn't happen to me. For this series here, I remember, man, I just, pins and needles, man, waiting for the next episode. Can't wait till Dexter comes back on. Then it was followed by season 2, which was also brilliant. Excellent season. Same thing, man. Just couldn't wait. Telling all my friends about it. You gotta watch Dexter. You gotta watch Dexter. Friends, if we're watching it, we're talking about it at work. We're talking about it on the phone, man. You know, over TV. And this doesn't happen. It's not like reality shows. Reality shows are garbage. This here was drama at its finest. Season 2. I have to say season 1 was maybe a tad bit better. Season 2, I don't know, it just reassured you that Dexter was here to stay, man. Oops. Season 3. Excellent season. Now, kind of, you know, didn't bring that same flair and, you know, must watch that season 1 and 2 did, but because season 1 and 2 hooked you so much, season 3, I mean, it was a nice little treat. Like I said, you weren't hooked like the last ones, but excellent season. Season 4. This is where, you know, it wasn't losing its flair, but it started to die off just a tad. You know what I mean? It was good, but you were like, damn, you know, it just wasn't bringing that same, you know, it wasn't bringing that same magic that season 1, 2, and 3 had. You know what I mean? Especially 1 and 2. But it was still a good season. Season 4 was a good season. Then season 5 came out. Mediocre season. Because you build up a relationship with Dexter and the characters, I watched it. You know what I mean? Because of that relationship that you develop with the character. TV has the potential to be better than movies ever dare to be because of the relationship you develop with these characters, because of how long you've been watching them. But it's got to be good TV. And season 5 just slacked, and at the end of the season, they made it to where you thought Dexter was going to go back to his roots. It was going to be like season 1. Let's go back to the beginning. You know, we got the wife, we got the kids, we got him having his kid Harrison. Stuff is becoming real complicated, you know what I mean? And we're getting away from what made Dexter Dexter. So, at the end of the 5th season, you're really thinking season 6, okay, that's going to be the start. That's going to be fresh. We're going to start anew. Everything's going to be like it was. Wrong answer. Season 6 is by far the worst season. I was planning to do reviews of every episode, but honestly, I just didn't want to smash Dexter the way I was wanting to. I love the show, but every episode I've been wanting to smash. It's just the show's dying. Maybe it's too much of a good thing, but that can't be it, man. 6 seasons, and I'm bored. just every episode is boring. It's lost its flair. There's no humor in it anymore. The storyline is boring. The villains are characters are you serious? It's just really poorly done. These cannot be the same writers that are in season 1 and 2. Cannot be the same writers. But, I just want to say my thoughts. I don't know what's happening, but the people out there on Showtime, you need to fire them writers. You need to fire them, and you need to bring in new writers. Just like The Walking Dead, when season 1 ended, they fired them, they cut the list, and they brought in all new writers. Now, season 2 of The Walking Dead, I'm not very impressed. It's on par with season 1. But the last episode, the season finale, I think comes back on in February. But the season finale of The Walking Dead was by far the best episode. The best episode of The Walking Dead. But I'll have to say right now, my favorite show of all time is Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, that was another show that was recommended to me. And I was real hesitant. But, I figured, what, The Shield surprised me. Maybe this will too. It was on Netflix. Hooked. Hooked! If you have not watched Breaking Bad, you do not know what you're missing. You gotta watch Breaking Bad. Gotta watch it. Can't wait for that next season. But Dexter, you guys asked me what I've been thinking about it. What do I think about this season? Here's your answer. Sadly, I think it's dead, man. I don't think they can bring it back. I think the season finale is on Sunday. I'm like 3 episodes behind. I haven't even watched it. That was unheard of. That was unheard of, the first, second, and third season. I was watching that show when it came on. Then, it started taping on DVD. Now, I'm behind. I don't even care to watch it. But this last one's ending. I'm turning off Showtime. Thank God. That'll be $12 a month savings. And I really don't see me turning it back on for season 7. You know what I mean? If there is a season 7, I don't know. But, that's my video. Just want to voice my thoughts on Dexter. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think the franchise is dying out. You know what I mean? Is it dead in the water? You tell me. I'll let you.